Hey everyone, welcome to the Totally 90s podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Justine, and
I'm Steph.
so today we have some special guests. Do they want to pop out of the woodwork?
Yeah, let's have them pop in. Who's here? Hey, it's our booze. It's our
Yay!
significance.
Yes, our
Hey,
love
ladies.
bugs.
Yeah,
How are you guys?
who are you? Who are you for our listeners? What's your name?
Yes.
Where are you from? Go ahead.
I'm Kara.
That's Angel, by the way.
Angel.
Where are you
And
from?
I was born in Calgary in Canada,
Uh-huh.
and I
Aw.
moved here to California about 20 years ago.
Welcome, Kara. Who are you?
I'm Tony.
Huh.
I'm her so better half, I guess.
Well, no, you're my better half.
And I'm from San Francisco.
Hey.
Born and raised in the city.
That's
Awesome.
right. That's right. As
Hey.
were you and I. So yay!
Okay,
415.
650.
651.
Well, welcome, you guys. We're so excited that you're here. We've been meaning to do this. We tried to do it last week, but technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We're glad we could be on.
No, it's so cool. We've been wanting to have you guys on forever because we're always talking about the two of you. Always, because we love you. And I'd say you're my better half. So I'm so proud to have her here. Isn't she cute, everyone?
Aw.
I have a crush on her.
Lucky me.
Aw, and you know what's crazy is today. So today I went to I was actually in the city today for work, and I passed by City Hall. I was right there. So every time I pass by City Hall, it reminds me of you guys. I was like, aw. And then I went down memory lane and I went over to West Portal.
Oh, wow. You just kept it going.
I know. I was
Oh.
just like back and forth, back and forth. I was like, this is-
Memory lane of like marrying us. Cause I don't know if
Mhm.
we've probably mentioned it, but like Neen married me and my angel, and Tony was
Yeah.
managing the whole thing. Lovely, with nary a sweat bead on his head. You were so calm the whole time.
Right?
And
Cool as
then
a cucumber.
yeah, exactly. So calm. It kept all of us in check. Oh, I know for me, but like, and then West Portal is significant to us because we used to always hang out there in high school and after. We called it the WP.
Right? And
Because
you
we're
know
so
what's crazy?
hood.
Okay, shoot. Tony does not know that area at all.
I never hung out there growing up.
No.
Nope.
So when I go around that
I-
area, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When I go around that area, he's like, okay, here you drive or you tell me where to go because he has no clue from there to like Irving,
Yeah.
no clue whatsoever where
Nope.
he's going. Nothing.
Yeah. That wasn't my stomping grounds.
No.
Wait a
And he
minute.
says we're privileged.
So you've never been to Fresca's in West Portal when it was there?
Nope. Not. The only time I've gone is when Justine took me.
And that was that at West Portal? Or was that in
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank
West
God.
Portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
West Portal was one of our first times that we had dinner
Yeah.
together. We
Yeah.
went. I took him to Fresca's.
Yeah.
Very
I know.
good.
To baptize him into our world.
Oh, and randomly, I forgot to tell you this. Do you remember the waiter that used to call us Nancy?
Oh yeah.
Okay. There. So the four of us, it would be me, Neen, Annie, and our friend Carrie. We'd go to Fresca's literally twice a week because we were ballers back then. Our paychecks would just go to like feed us and our clothing and whatever. It was fun. Yeah. And we would sit there and we would order alfajores and everything. And then one of the
Okay,
waiters,
we had a whole routine though.
oh yeah, we'd hold
From
it up
to end.
and
Mhm,
we'd
yes.
clink them.
Yes.
And they remember when they caught us doing that.
We were such dorks, but I loved it.
No, I ran into one of the waiters. So not the Nancy guy, but the other one. I ran into him at Puerto 27 and he's like, oh my God. So the
Is he a
tall
waiter
guy,
there?
I'm sorry.
Is he a waiter there?
He is a manager. He manages the one in Noe Valley, which they're going to reopen in a month. Thank God. So he was just, cause it's family owned, like that whole
Mhm.
thing. So yeah, I
Right.
forgot to text you cause that's a throwback for us.
Yeah,
Like
for real.
over
So
20 years.
So they didn't close all of them like we thought?
No, the Fillmore one I think is still open. West Portal is a Peruvian restaurant. It's just not Fresca's anymore. Irving is still there. And Noe Valley's coming back. Yay, Peru.
I know, for real, because we love the one on Irving.
Yeah.
We would go there all the time.
Yeah.
And we went there one day.
That was our Sunday
Yeah, we would go
Sunday
there on
brunch
Sundays.
hangouts.
Uh,
Yeah.
and we would get bottomless mimosas. If you ever want to go during football season,
Mhm.
and they will give you bottomless mimosas where
Mm.
you can't see straight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had a lot of good times over there.
Yeah.
They even
So
mistook us
good.
as somebody else.
Yeah, the waitress thought she knew him.
Yeah, she thought she knew me. She goes, "Hey, you back?" I said, "Yeah, we walked over here." She goes, "Right? You guys are you live close by or whatever."
Yeah, it's so fun. But
Yeah.
good memories there. I mean, I just love Irving. I mean, we go way back with Irving. And you remember the pizza place? Milano's Pizza?
Yes.
Such
Thank
good place.
you. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's the name of the pizza place.
Oh, yeah,
What she just
trying
said.
to remember
So
that.
I got my tattoo on Irving and we went to Fresca's after to celebrate that I was done. And I was like, that the best pizza place is down there across from Mucky Duck. Could not
Right.
remember the name of the damn pizza place. Thank you. I should have just, it was,
Is it still there?
yeah,
Oh, it is? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They have really good pizza.
bomb.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
paradise.
No, it's better. It's
Yeah.
like New York pizza, like super good pizza.
Delish.
Have you guys had Pasquale's?
Yes. Yes.
Now
Pasquale's pizza.
that's good pizza.
That's Tony's
That's
favorite.
that's my fave.
That for me, it's top 5. It's that
Yeah, right?
maybe it's even 3. Like it's so
Yeah.
good. Oh, now I want pizza.
Good.
Where's that one?
On Irving.
Oh.
Yeah.
Double
Pasquale.
ding. Double
I know
ding.
we should.
Well, we're overdue
I
for
know,
dumpling.
hello.
We're
Yes,
over-
exactly.
yeah.
So where's this dumpling place that you were talking about?
The one where I tried it and I fell in love.
Uh-huh.
It's at our
Uh-huh.
favorite jazz bar, Mr. Tipples, in the
yeah.
city.
Okay.
Tony, I ate dumplings and I asked for
Okay.
more. Like I was like, I need all the dumplings. It
What
was
did-
so
what-
good.
What did you have that
Well,
that stood out? What did you have that was good?
Chicken,
I'm a dumpling aficionado.
chicken and mushrooms.
I think chicken and mushroom.
Yeah, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be all crazy and have like some sort of I'm not that adventurous. So chicken, mushrooms, I was like, okay, I'll try it. And they're so cute. They're little boo-boos.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dumplings are
Oh,
so
that's cool. I've
cute.
never had. I
Little
don't-
little steamed little snacks. you know?
Yeah, they're so
Wow.
cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute. Okay, so we have 2 dates that we have to set up. One for pizza and one for dumplings.
Done and done. Let's do it. Let's put it on the books.
But that being said, though, let's get started with why
20
we brought these
20
two
questions,
beautiful-
rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Let's go.
Oh my God, we should have done that. That would have been amazing. Next time. Oh my God, I love that. That's where you get some true answers. So I'm going to start off with my question first, which was, and this is for both Kara, aka Angel,
Mm-hmm.
and Tony. What were you guys doing in the 90s? So when you think of the 90s, where were you, and what did it consist of? Because you guys were more like 80s, late 80s babies, right?
So what did
Oh,
it
you
consist of? Like, what did I do?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you
Well,
go first,
I
Tony.
was at the cemetery, working at the cemetery, my first big job, but it was one that I was happy to leave, but I was also in a sad, look at my face, relationship. But hey,
Steph's face was really sad.
Steph, you already know. I'm there with you.
Nobody messes
Yeah.
with Tony, okay? Let that be a
Right.
warning to everyone out there.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's where I was working.
And you were kind of fresh out of the military, right?
Yeah, I was kind of fresh out of the military, so I was, getting back into the world, and yeah, world just hit me hard.
Oh my
Yeah, but it's
gosh.
okay. You always bounce back, just like that famous Rocky Balboa saying.
Was
Come
that-
on, Steph.
How,
You
how
know
did I
that.
know you were gonna work in Rocky at
Yes,
some point?
yes, you know that. You know that.
Was that an 80s or 90s movie?
80s, right?
Rocky started in the
Just kept
80s and it's
going.
still going on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So wait, Kara, did you see Rocky and you introduced that to Steph? Or did you guys just both decide to watch it? Because you had to watch it for something.
Together.
I had to see it for
Definitely.
school.
Yeah.
That's
to watch
right.
it and write a paper on it.
But I've
Thank
seen
God.
a few of them. I had seen a few.
Yeah, she had seen it already. I was like, where have I been all my life? Like
Right?
that was really good. I wanted to just, oh my God, run laps around the city at night. Like that's how badass I felt afterwards.
Aw.
Right?
So good. Oh my God.
It's-
But yeah. What about what were you doing
In the 90s?
in the 90s here?
Let's see. I graduated high school.
Wait, high school?
In the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, I graduated in 99.
I graduated in 93.
Oh, okay, 93. Okay.
Young pup over here.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh,
Cute.
my baby.
So we were in what, 7th grade?
Yeah, because no, well, we started high school in 95. Yeah, I guess so.
Like 6th, 7th grade.
6th, 7th grade. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to point that out.
The baby's here.
I know, we're the babies. What else? Like, what were you? So you were just graduating
So
high
graduated
school?
high school, then went to university
Okay, and this is all in Canada,
in
PS.
Canada, and I was in university for 4 years, and then I started grad school. So a lot of school in the 90s.
Wow.
She's a scientist, everybody.
Okay, that's so cool. So wait, so you went to college to start in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and then you came here for like graduate school, or you went to when did you go to Stanford?
So I finished graduate school in 2003 and
Uh-huh.
then traveled a bit and then moved down here, went to Stanford for postdoc.
Wow, amazing. Oh, so cool. So you guys were actually okay, so in the 90s, what is the top music group that you think of?
Ah, that was my question.
Carrie, you start.
It
Okay,
was
right?
all grunge for us. All
Ah.
grunge.
Oh, I love it. So
Mhm,
it
lots
was
of-
you,
mhm.
Kelly, and wait,
Colleen.
was
Colleen.
Colleen. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, cool. So all grunge. You didn't really listen to R&B or anything like that?
Mm-mm. This is Canada
No?
we're talking about. We
Wow, okay. All
it
right.
was all
No
grunge.
R&B.
It was not a lot of R&B. I learned all of that when I came down here.
Oh,
Hey.
She had to be educated.
You're funny. How about you, love?
well, you already know I'm 90s R&B, but for me, I was excited when I heard Depeche Mode's coming back to Chase because that's my group. That's
Are you
my
going?
group.
Are you going?
That's my group.
Are you going?
When are they coming?
I thought it was in the summertime for some reason.
I
Oh
don't
wait,
know.
or is
I
it
don't
even
know.
or is it in 2024? Like it's like
Oh, it's this year. I think it's
oh,
this
it's
year.
this year.
I'm
Ooh.
pretty sure I heard it on my buddy
Yeah.
Andre told me.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
'cause we were looking
Okay.
at- yeah, but I was always in '90s. I'm an R&B cat. I'm a soul cat. But then I always listened to groups like in the '80s. Um, I wasn't afraid to throw a little eyeliner when I hit the clubs, looking like what's my group, babe?
The Cure?
The Cure.
I thought you were gonna say Duran Duran.
I know that-
I
yeah,
wasn't
that
a
one
Duran
too.
Duran, but I was a Cure. I was,
Ooh. What about Billy Idol?
of course, yes,
amazing.
yeah,
Rebel Yell?
yeah,
You're funny.
yes,
Kara.
I just got
yeah.
whipped.
Sorry.
And that was a good song. Whip It,
Yeah.
Whip it.
With
Yeah.
okay.
right?
Yeah, Devo.
Devo,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Oh, I was
Right,
gonna
Uh-huh.
say
that's
Dev.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Devo.
Lots of good music in the 80s, but I feel like 90s is just so elite when it comes to
Yeah,
music.
that's true. That's true.
Right? You got the alternative, you got the pop, the boy bands, the R&B love songs. Oh my
Yes.
God.
No more,
Like
no more of those R&B love songs. There was an elite group of R&B love songs in the '90s.
Boys
Yeah,
to
like
Men.
Jodeci. You had, come
Yeah,
on.
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of groups that just you had like. Okay, I like when I listen to music, I like the beat, and I know you know that stuff. I'm like into the beat. I'm not really like, oh man, that song was so spiritual. It touched me this way. I got it makes me move. It makes me, that's what I listen for.
Mhm.
They're like, what do the words say? I don't know, but the music's touching me.
Okay. Yeah. No, I
It's a
totally
different
get
feel.
that.
Mm.
Yeah,
It hits you a different way. No, I love
exactly.
that. Um, well, now how about what was your, I don't know, I'm gonna ask it. What was your favorite movie in the 90s? And if it's one that I haven't seen, I promise I'll watch it. Like I love all 90s movies, but I still have to watch that one. But go
Yeah.
ahead, Tony. What was your favorite?
Favorite. See, there's a few.
Okay, top three.
What was okay? Is Ghost 90s?
Yes,
So,
it
That was
is.
a
so
good
you got
one.
So if I had a penny right now, I'd put it on the laptop on the screen for you. A penny for your thoughts.
Is that a movie?
That's Ghost.
That's just
Oh,
me.
I'm like,
Yes.
is that a movie? I never heard of a penny for your thoughts.
Yep. I'll have that penny just walking up the wall.
Oh, I thought he was saying Patty at first.
We don't say that.
I'll give you a penny for your thoughts.
We don't say nice. So go. We're gonna segue past the P word. So what else?
um, well, one of my all-time favorites is what's it called? Pretty Woman.
I like it on
The
puta.
soundtrack for that whole movie was awesome.
Was
Yeah.
that
That was a
90s?
great.
It
That was
was
90s, right?
Yeah, that was one of our favorites too. We quoted it all
Yeah.
the time.
That soundtrack was great.
Yeah. I just gave you all the feels.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, let's see, what's another good one from the 90s?
Didn't she say an officer and a gentleman?
I don't know if that was 90s though, man.
Oh, okay. I take that back.
Yeah, it may have been because that was one of my good ones. And G.I. Jane, all these.
Sarah Jane, Demi Moore. Yes.
Those are like, yeah. Officer and Gentleman was really good, but I don't know if that was. It could have been 90s, man.
I think it was
I think it was,
90s.
yeah. Those probably, I'd say those are like top three um, that I can think of offhand. That really made a big statement, not just for me, but it was like they were huge
Yeah.
during the movie times.
Mhm.
They
They're
really
huge in the
were.
billboards.
Hmm.
Classics.
They were. What about you, babe?
Reality Bites,
Ah,
Singles. Oh, love all of them. Oh my goodness.
Soulmates. Yeah.
right?
And then anything with Meg Ryan in it. I'm sorry.
Did everyone catch that? Sorry.
Sorry.
She's so cute.
Love it. So, what was your favorite Meg Ryan film?
Have to say When Harry Met Sally, but I don't know if that was 90s.
That was
it?
89, I
89?
think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Good
That was a
movie.
good one.
Yeah.
Favorite.
Yeah. Meg
Mhm.
Ryan. Yeah, she definitely was not one of the 90s top like movie queens from
Yeah.
Mhm.
she
but
was.
mine was Julia Roberts. That was my 90s
Oh,
queen.
she's amazing too.
To this
absolutely.
day, like I absolutely adore her. Good. Okay.
Mm.
Right. We gotta watch Reality Bites again. What about huh?
Well, real quick, Tony, like My Best Friend's Wedding, is that in the 90s?
Yes, it is. I could watch that.
Love that
over and
movie.
over.
That
Love
was-
that's the
that's-
one.
that's
I
his number
love
3.
that movie. That's my number 3. Oh my god.
Good one. Good one. That's
Yes,
definitely
yes.
it's up there
That
for
was-
me.
I love that movie.
If you guys could think of one like major event that occurred in the 90s, like I would love to hear it from your perspective because again, like we were talking about like the death of Princess Diana, how it affected us
Mm.
being like, however, I forgot how were we 10, Neen? I think so,
Mm.
right?
Oh, no. Were we older? I think we were 16.
Oh God. Okay. I always think that we're younger, but like
birthday.
yes. Okay. Thank you. It really like that one for me will always stick out as like a major event that
Mhm.
like stuck with me. Do you guys
Mhm.
have something like that, like from the 90s?
That one definitely stuck with me too. I had just been in Paris 2 weeks before that, and I had gone through that tunnel that she crashed in, like just
Oh.
2 weeks right
wow.
before that.
I didn't know that.
So that made it even more like, oh my God, that I can't believe that happened. And just thinking about everything that happened in that moment. Yeah, that
Wow.
was
Real.
crazy.
That gives me chills.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is it wow. Man, and I mean to think you were just there and then that happened. Didn't it feel like time stopped?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
It was so weird.
Well, also
Yes.
like the royals and Canadians, they're very much like for me, I just all I cared about was like Princess Diana. But like in Canada, they're very much all about the royal family. Like, right? Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, like
Mhm.
I mean, that was the Queen of England is the Queen of Canada. So like, well, I guess now King of England,
Yeah.
I
King of
forget that.
Canada too.
I
So
don't have that in my brain. Like I never realized it till she was like, no, this is yeah.
That's true. When you realize how many countries they look over, it's
yeah,
pretty
Yeah.
mind-blowing, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, pretty powerful, but yeah, I mean, and that was one of my top because Princess that the death of her was like I said, you could remember where you were at that time. You know, it's kind of like when your parents say, "Oh, I remember where I was when John F. Kennedy died." That kind of thing. Same kind of feeling. I'm assuming. How about
Mhm.
you, love?
Well, I was gonna say, but that's 2000s. The
Twin Towers.
Yeah, because I remember exactly where I was. I remember what I was doing, and I remember looking up in the sky, and I remember having a tear in my eye. Yeah, but I would have to say probably the '90s would probably be the biggest one for me was the LA riots.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
I still remember the image of the news of the Korean store owners in Koreatown on top of their buildings and having AKs protecting their own business because no one would protect them and nobody messed with them. They were
Hmm.
protecting their stores, supermarkets. There was no police protection, so they just said, "We'll take it into our own hands." And they were walking the top of their stores, and they had AKs.
Yeah.
Just come on, rob us. We're ready. Those were crazy times.
Yeah.
LA
Wow.
riots were nuts. Yeah,
Did
that
you
was.
watch a lot of news about that, Steph or Kara? Did you guys see that when it was happening?
Yeah, it was definitely on in our house, like the news. I remember like people like I remember seeing people busting into store windows and running
Mhm.
out with TVs and stuff. Like that's like one memory that sticks in
Mhm.
my
Yeah,
head from that coverage
yeah.
was God, and that
Hmm.
was scary. I
Pure,
can't
pure-
imagine.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
just pure mayhem during the time. It
Yeah.
was scary mayhem. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was where the guy was dragged out of his truck,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
See, and I always think of that like, I'm all for like a peaceful protest kind of thing, but my biggest fear is like being on a freeway when they have like these big rallies and stuff. And because I always go back to that and I think of that truck driver that was just taken out
Yeah.
of his truck, like, trying to get wherever he was supposed to and got caught up in these riots and all of a sudden, like did he die or no?
No,
But they
he
bashed his
they
head
they
and
they,
Oh
they
stuff.
backed
God.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's horrible,
Yeah, throwing
so
bricks at him, kicking at him. Yeah,
oh my
it was bad.
God.
Mhm.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
We
bad.
we actually had mentioned we were going to talk about that during one of our current event things, and it
We have
slipped my mind.
so much though. We still have so much to cover. So I think we can
Mhm.
definitely,
Yeah,
yeah, revisit that horrendous event of the 90s. My gosh.
exactly.
Ooh,
For
let's
sure.
let's liven this up.
Yeah, right.
I got all depressed just now.
I was just gonna bring up the Gulf War.
Oh, you hear what she said?
No,
What'd
what'd
she
she say?
say?
I was just about to bring up the Gulf War. I'm like, okay. What about, how about this? What was your all-time favorite TV show of the 90s?
Hmm.
um, let's see. Shoot.
Tony had never watched 90210.
Yeah, I had to binge it with her. She sat me on it and she fell asleep and I'm just watching it all by myself.
Oh,
Just like Twilight. I never
yeah.
watched Twilight ever.
Yeah, and I
I
introduced you
never
to it.
watched Twilight.
But so Kara, same thing. You had never seen 90210?
No?
We actually every Wednesday went to our friend Colleen's place and watched Melrose Place and 90210.
Oh, you watched 90210.
Mhm.
Then why?
Oh,
I don't remember
good.
as much for
Oh,
some
okay.
reason about that one. I remember Melrose better.
Thank God, I feel
Yeah.
better about marrying you.
You're fun. So, okay, so because we love that show so much, Kara, who is your favorite character or which one could you relate to? Because we answered this, so let's see what you think.
I don't remember. I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Okay, what was your favorite? Was Melrose Place your favorite show?
It was one of our
Oh,
favorites.
or was it X X-Files.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Was that, yeah, was
Oh my
that 90s?
God.
It was in the
Yes,
90s.
Oh my
X
God,
Files.
Okay, so now
I love, I
they
love
can
the
talk about that.
X-Files.
Go ahead.
Yes. I always wanted them to get together.
Yeah, totally. Oh my God.
Right? Come on.
I mean,
Every lesbian loves them some Gillian Anderson. I personally don't get it, but like,
plus she's a scientist. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
yeah, it was all about Mulder. Is that his name? Mulder?
Mulder.
Yep. Mulder and Scully.
Oh,
Scully.
throwback.
Gully. Mulder and Scully. Yeah.
I thought it was Gully.
I
I
could-
didn't watch the show.
I couldn't wait for the movie. When did that movie come out, Kara?
Oh my God, the movie. Okay, I think it was in
I was
2000. It was after,
Mhm.
right after high school.
wait for that. That was a big
Yeah.
deal.
That was, I loved that movie. I mean,
Yeah.
I loved X-Files growing up.
Did they kiss in that movie?
They did.
They did.
Pee poo time, yeah.
Uh-huh.
They kind of remind me of, I don't know if you guys watch SVU, but they kind of give me like
Mhm.
Stabler and Benson vibes together. And I can't wait for them to just, finally get together. No, you guys don't watch SVU?
No, but are those the lead characters?
Yes.
What are their names?
Mariska Hargitay and
Oh, yeah.
Maloney.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
And you know
Yeah.
what? No, it didn't start in the 90s. I'm gonna Google real quick because if they did, that's my favorite show ever.
Yeah, because Law and Order's been around forever.
Yeah,
But
Law and
SVU
Order definitely, but SVU,
They're on season 24, you said?
yeah. Yeah, oh,
Wow.
so never mind. It was probably 2005, I think.
Wow.
1999.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
See? That's perfect.
Best series ever.
Did you always like SVU? Kara,
Yes.
Or was
Oh.
it?
I like Law and Order.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of that, but then she introduced me to SVU.
Aw. How funny. I think, does my sister watch Law and Order? Was that
I
the
think
one?
so. Yeah.
Yeah. And we've never watched it. We should get on that bandwagon. Seems like everybody loves it.
Oh, it's definitely, we could binge for hours. It's amazing.
Wow. Okay. And they deal with real life stuff, like even today.
Yeah.
Okay. We should do that because we need something we could always refer to, or just when we're bored. But so, what was your favorite show, Kara?
Favorite show?
Besides that.
Definitely X Files. You called.
So that was your top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't miss the X-Files.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Occasionally I'd catch, what was that comedy? It was like short-lived on 5. I think it was on CBS. They worked at an airport. They were a good cast together. They worked at an airport. They were at like a small little airport. Like,
Yeah. Oh, that's
the
gonna
lead
bug
guy
me.
had like a leather jacket, like a bomber jacket, and they
Oh.
were funny. It was really funny. They worked out pretty good together.
Oh my God.
Wings.
Wings. Okay.
Wings.
Okay. Well, I love how obscure that was, Tony. You get bonus points for that. My gosh. Angel's looking to see what else.
Shows that
I'm actually surprised you didn't say In Living Color, Tony.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
In
that's
Living
right.
Color.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
You're so cute.
I'm just thinking of some of them, especially because a lot of Tony will refer back to some of the,
Oh, I still do.
skits.
I still refer to the skits to this day. Like when
Yeah.
if there's a good movie, I'll give it 2 snaps and a twist.
Heck yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that's
And
classic.
remember Vera?
I loved Vera. Oh my
Jim Carrey
gosh,
with,
stop it.
with pigtails and the bikini, and he talked in his drag queen voice. I think that's where my drag queen voice was born. That's what I wanted to emulate.
Yes. Oh my gosh. See, we don't have shows like that anymore.
No.
Oh, don't forget, Martin was 90s too.
Hello.
Oh, man.
Love
Martin
Martin.
was so good.
Yeah.
Do you remember his dance that he would do to like celebrate? And okay, and I'll pull up the one where he does it a couple times throughout, but when he's about to marry Gina, he's all nervous and he has to like dance it out. So he starts dancing and he throws his leg in the air. I used to love
Oh
it.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah, no, that was a classic show.
Hmm.
So fun. Oh my gosh, with Shanae.
Ugh.
Shanae. I love them all.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
just so
Or his
so good.
neighbor.
The
His neighbor that would
yeah, what's
walk
his name?
into the windows and get himself a sandwich.
Yeah.
Remember his name?
His
No,
name
do you?
Ty? No.
No, he was just Brown Man.
Brown Man.
What's up, Brown Man? I'm just coming over
That's
and getting a
right.
sandwich, Martin.
You guys know.
Brown Man.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
good.
And nobody knew what Tommy did.
Oh my God, that's
They didn't
right.
know what he did. Remember, he's always just dressed. What do you do? I can't say.
It's so funny, like, you know how we were talking about like the similarities of shows, and okay, because it's
Chandler.
like Chandler. Nobody knows
Well,
what Chandler does.
well,
Mhm.
Tony, you know that Living Single, Friends copied that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. That's
I
true.
don't know. I mean, yeah, that was weird too. I don't know who did it first, in terms of Martin versus Friends, and that whole like no one knows what his job is vibe. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Martin was out first.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think Martin was out first
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
don't
because
get me
Living
wrong.
Single was after, right? That kind of
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
like, yeah. No, I mean, I love Friends and everything, and it's not the actor's fault at all, but it's like, that was kind of shady. She knows all about it. I talked to her about it too. I love Queen
That's weird. I
Latifah.
didn't know until you told me.
Yeah, because it's not really talked about.
Yeah, no, for real. But when you see the similarities, when you were talking about it too, it's just like, whoa, it's kind of trippy.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many seasons was Living Single? I don't remember. Was it because it's one of those shows you just watched? I didn't really
No.
pay attention
Like
to how many.
6 or 7, not 10, I don't think. I think it was
Oh,
less
okay.
than 10, but yeah.
Wow. No, good stuff though. Good shows. So many. Like there's so many that you could think of,
Too many.
Man.
What
But
about
would you have thought in the 90s that we'd all be here together?
one big
No.
happy family?
No
Right?
idea.
Isn't it crazy when you think about it? Like, Steph and I had we did a show a couple days ago and we were talking about like just how our life has changed.
Mm-hmm.
So my question for you guys is, do you guys believe in destiny? Or do you believe
Make
that
your own
you
destiny.
create your own destiny?
I think you can create your own destiny.
Ah,
I think you
Oh,
make it
wow.
happen.
I like that. See, I always wonder, see, that's the scientist in you. I love that because, like for me, because we were talking about this, how like, and was it on this last episode?
Yeah.
I think it was this episode actually. We were talking about
The one that just
destiny.
dropped today.
Yeah, exactly. And we were talking about how you
Mhm.
can, it's not like coincidences and destiny are kind of the same. And when you think about it, like I
Mhm.
always think like when I think of Tony, like I say a lot of times, like if I didn't do this, maybe it wouldn't have gotten me to him.
Mm.
But if you really think in the bigger scheme of things, like if we were destined to be together, even if my path changed,
Mm-hmm.
it still might have happened,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I mean, I believe in destiny. But then again, I still do believe I can make it happen, like you said. What do you think,
Yeah.
Love?
I think it's a little bit of both because I know, like when I first met you, I didn't have anything in my head where I was thinking, I would love to get together with her kind of thing, but I was just more like, I was drawn to her and I wanted just to be a part of her everyday because it was just work pretty much. So I wanted to be a part of her everyday work life and, like spoil her. It was just because I had that connection, she was going through everything and I just wanted to give her movies every week to watch at the end of the week, little snacks and stuff. And I'd put little things in her little cubby in the drawer, but it made me feel good. And I guess you could say you were just it made you happy
Mhm.
because you're kind of looking for something that would bring you some kind of good feeling in a way, and I think that's kind of what it was for me. And then what happened, but I guess you can create it too, you know. I was just blessed. I told her the other day when I was outside this past weekend, right? And I was looking at it was raining, and I think I was smoking a cigar and just I was having a beer, right? And it was just really relaxing. Yeah, I was taking a break from doing some construction renovation in here, and then I said, "Man, I got my life is great ever since we got together." I said, "This is the life I've always wanted, but never had the opportunity to live."
Mhm.
It was always these blockers, you know.
Mhm.
And I guess I'm strong, but I wasn't strong enough. But
Yikes, are you crying?
not right now. I'm not.
Aw,
Not right now.
let him.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think you can. It's a combination of both for me, and I'm glad that we're able to experience it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I mean,
Exactly.
we all don't come from a happy beginning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Aw, I love you.
Aw,
What were we gonna
Go
say?
get him a tissue.
for sure. You know that expression, luck favors the prepared? Have you heard that?
Oh, I like that.
I
Hmm.
think it's kind of,
Aw.
and I think that probably kind of blends both of them. It's like you weren't ready yet. Maybe you didn't know that, but, and I went through this too. Like when we met, like I wasn't in the right place in my life yet, and
Right, right.
but you go through all this growth, and I think you're driving that growth too yourself. But then
Mm-hmm.
this luck happens, and
Mm-hmm.
then the magic happens, and it wouldn't have happened if you hadn't gone through all that preparation. So I think there's definitely a mix between the two.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree.
Aw,
100%.
stop. I love that,
Yeah.
Kara. Aw. Luck favors the prepared.
Luck favors the prepared.
Have you heard that? I had never heard that saying.
Did you make it up?
No, I didn't make it up. I'd love to take credit for it.
Yeah, that's amazing. I like that. But it's true. Because you're right. Like when you think about it, because even like you guys, like when you guys first met, you weren't, it just wasn't the right timing,
Mhm.
right? Like there was other things that your life was going through and you really couldn't see what was going to be in the future, right? But when you look back, you see things that kind of gives you little like maybe like kind of hints that maybe it was headed in that direction, but you could look at pictures and other people may see something that you guys didn't see in that moment, but when you look back now you're like, oh my gosh, like there is something there. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of more obvious now that you guys are together, you know. And that's like how it was with us. Like obviously we didn't know, but we think of things where we were and never knew we were in the same room,
Mhm.
like,
Wow.
we probably crossed paths so many times and just had no clue,
Mhm.
you know? It's just weird how life is.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's for sure.
Hmm.
But I agree. Had I not gone through all of that, I don't think it would have, like, all that turmoil. I don't think it would have made me like who I am today. I feel like I've grown a lot and I am deserving of somebody like her.
Oh no, I'm the lucky one.
Aw. I love it. Hmm. Do you have any
Aw,
more questions, Steph?
I'm all giddy. No, I think that was, you guys are amazing guests to have on the show. I mean, do you have any other questions?
No, I think that it's a good depiction of how they compliment us.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I think we might have to do this quarterly or something.
Okay, right? Updates.
I know. Hi, we're still corny and in love, everyone, the four of us.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah, we'll have to reconvene after our date.
Yeah,
Oh
We'll
yeah,
have to
that'd
talk
be good.
about
That'd
her.
be good.
Yeah.
we'll get some raw video footage while at the date.
Right? Not too mushy, but yes.
We'll put a disclaimer. May
Yes.
cause cavities if you listen and
Oh.
watch.
I like that. You're funny. Oh, well, no, this is a good one. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate it. And thank you so much for your endless support. You
Yeah.
guys have been amazing through everything, like truly our biggest cheerleaders. Like
And
it wouldn't be
everything.
possible for us to do this without you.
It's the same goes the same way. You guys are so supportive, You
Mm,
support us the way we support you. Same thing.
nah.
Goes both ways.
Aw.
Love you guys.
Oh, we're
Nah.
so disgusting. I love you guys.
For real. No, we're a good foursome.
Yeah.
We're powerful.
No.
No, that sounds kind of weird.
Yeah. I was waiting.
But anyways,
Yeah. So thank you guys for being amazing. We love you. And Neen, catch you on the flip side.
peace out,
Ah,
buddy.
love you, girl.